Alright, welcome everyone to episode number 2 of the advanced streaming tutorials, where today we will go over the alerts on the screen, the chat, how Twitchbox works, the donation box, and finally copyright-free music. Now we'll be starting off with the chat on screen. How does that work? I use a program for that called Chatty, so I'm first going to show to you how you are going to get that with the monitor capture. So here we have it, Chatty. You can get it in obsproject.com. I'll put the link in the description of the video. What you basically need to do, you just install it, and it is a Java run application. So if I start to run it now, here it is. I need to make sure that I run that with Java. And then it will open on my second monitor. I'll just draw it in. Here it is. You have to connect to your channel, which I just did. I'll just disconnect and connect it again. You add your channel name, you configure login, and you press connect. Now it will connect to the chat, and then you're going to add this as a windowed mode capture to your stream. So if I put OBS in my view as well, I'll just put that back to where it belongs. I go add, and I'm going to add a window capture. I'll call it the chat, and I'll make sure to catch Chatty with that. I press OK, and as you can see, the chat is right here. And if I want to trim this down a little bit so we don't see the ugly ass bits, I will just trim this bit away. We trim the bottom of the chat away, and we trim away the top. See a little bit more up. There we go. Now I have most of it, and there we have, not fully actually, and I shouldn't be touching that one. We still have a little bit below. There we go. And now we have the chat, which you can freely move around on screen. So that's the first bit with Chatty. Now we're going to continue with how Twitch bots work, and in total I'm using 2 bots for that. So I'm just going to show you step by step which bots I use for that. I'm going to start off with Moobot. Moobot is my main bot. You can go to Moobot by typing twitch.moobot.tv. You log in via Twitch and you get this screen in front of you of Moobot. Which, first of all, you want to look at the features. If you check the features, some of them are premium. For example, the chat follower notification. Song request is not, but you have to connect that to OBS, so it's a little bit more tricky. If we scroll down a little bit, the first thing you want to have is the Twitch stream widget. It means that here on the right side, this is the stream widget. You can change your title and your game of the stream, which is really easy to do. Otherwise, you have to go to your dashboard of Twitch, which takes a few more steps to actually get there. If we go back to the full list, other stuff that I have enabled, for example, polls and raffles, which you obviously like to see. Stream commands, something you could do as well if you're on a bigger channel, but it's not really needed. The fun commands with the games that you all love to play, the roulette, the 8-ball, the love, and there's also a seppuku, but not really sure how that works, so I have that off. Shoutout command, which you can do, exclamation mark shoutout, dashboard follower notifications, which I'll see right here, and such is basically how that works. If we scroll a little bit down, I'll show how the polls work. This is a poll. You can create a new poll here, then you press open, and you can refresh it, reset it, and even close the poll. Same goes with raffles. You have the option for a chat user raffle. This means that all active users will be taken in, and you can open it and then draw a winner. But you can also, well, this is a normal raffle. If you open it, my bad, you type exclamation mark raffle in the chat, so you can join one after it's opened, and you draw a winner here. You can also do a userless raffle, which just gets a random viewer from your chat in, and it automatically draws it as a winner. We'll continue then. Well, this is for Moobot. You have to, of course, make sure that Moobot has joined your channel, otherwise the Moobot functionalities won't work. That's another main thing. The commands. Commands are a really cool feature of Moobot. You can add 25 commands on default, if you're not paying for it at least. For example, I have quite a few commands listed here, as you can see. Basically how it works, you press exclamation mark command and then you create one. I'll just go edit this one real quick. On the top, on the text, you can add some stuff in. you have to click the advanced settings. I cannot change it now because I already had this. You add the text. You can link a timer to that so that every X minutes it will show. You have a cooldown, permissions, whose people are able to do that, when are you able to do that, even for a game if you want, and you can even give it an expired date if you run that via an event. That's how the commands work. A cool feature for that I do want to show you is the YouTube one that I have. As you can see, if I edit that, it has YouTube latest video URL. If I create one real quick, I'll just call it test. The thing that Moobot has, you have, at least if you click show advanced settings, you have an insert option, and these are all default things that Moobot can do. And for example, last FM shows the last playing track, stream title, results of a poll, which you can even do, the uptime, time since the stream has started, random number, amount of Twitch followers, views, the YouTube latest video title, which I have, so on. There's a lot of things that you can do with these extra features, which is a function I really like about Moobot. We'll go back. You also have an option for spam filters, the use of excessive caps. You can put that on. Bandworks, emotes, purges, links, which I currently have off, so you can use that again. Twitch memes, spamming, excessive symbols, long messages. This one I should turn on actually. These are all spam filters that you can use. So if you see some unwanted behavior, you can trigger Moobot for that and it will automatically time out and delete the message from the user. Well, mostly just delete the message, and if it goes on too much, time out the user for an X amount of seconds. Now you can also add people as a regular or an editor, which basically gives the player access to your dashboard, which for example I have access to CGO Media and the AVHQ, even though that doesn't exist, which is something you can do here. You can contribute to Moobot if you want extra functionalities, which I showed in the features, and yeah, miscellaneous. You can see an emote list. You can find them all back. Just some random things that you can find back in Moobot. But on a short note, that's how Moobot works. So make sure to make good use of it. We'll continue to our second bot, which is Revlobot. What you have to do, sign up with Twitch. You go to revlo.co, sign up with Twitch, and you can just sign up as a broadcaster, since I am a broadcaster, obviously. What we can do with it, I have a lot of things already set out here. Basically what we want to do first is go to the settings, the bot settings. You can click one of these options. I have that selected myself. You can mute the bot, for example. The default commands, you can turn them on and off if you wish. Rewards, allow viewers to redeem rewards in the chat. Contest announcements. This is something that actually did call off the announcements, since I don't really know how that works. Oh wait. No, I have to keep this on, my bad. Giveaway announcements, that's what I meant. Community goals, which you can even do. Regular announcements, this is the bot thing that will show every 30 minutes. You can earn a coin by every minute you watch the stream. Here's what you can do with the gambling. Hosting function, like for example, if you're hosting someone else, you can still get stuff from, coins from the Revlobot. Other things, commands, just a list of all the full commands which I have. I'll go over that real quickly. The main thing that you want to look at is, of course, the currency. How do you want to call your currency? How much can they get it? What's the bot command for it? You can connect YouTube and Twitter to it, which I'll actually do later. Now I see it. Yeah, it's currently set a bot as exclamation mark points. I may change that as well, depending on what the viewers want, but you have all the option to do that as you wish. And a final access command, you can give mods access to your Revlobot if you wish to do so. Then in general you have a leaderboard, an all-time leaderboard, and a current leaderboard with how many coins every user has. You even have the option for overlays, although I'm not using these overlays, but you can do that. And yeah, of course, the rewards. You have your reward list, obviously, which you can add here as well. If I scroll down a little bit, no, here, the plus, you can add extra rewards. As you can see under redemptions, you can also see, okay, this user redeemed this option. And if you press the V, it will set as redeemed, so it means that you have done it. That is how the Revlobot works. And with not losing too much time, we will immediately move on with the donation box and the alerts on stream, since that is the biggest thing. And for that, we have to go to Streamlabs, which is streamlabs.com. If you sign in with Twitch, you will see your dashboard. This is the full dashboard that I have. Apparently, I got one follow today already. Summer Flask, as you can see. You can see follow, subs, donations, even bits, if you have that. But the main thing that we will be looking for is the alert box. Now what the alert box has is, if I click this, it will show the link. And I can also test them on stream. But basically what you need for this first to actually do it, you need the CLR host plugin. You can find that here. I'll note this in the description of the video as well. If you install this plugin, you'll be able to have CLR based plugins on your stream. And I'll just show real quick how it works. If you right click here and you go to add, you can see CLR browser. I'll just leave it like that. And what you do here is you add a link, which is the link that will be displayed here. I'll not show that obviously now, but you paste that link in here, you press OK, and then you'll be able to test these alerts as you wish. And as you can see, you have a follow, subscription, donation, hosting, and a bit alert if you want to apply that. Now what you can do, you have a background color, alert delay if you want to do that, a layout for that. That's just the basic stuff. But for example, for follows, what you can do, you add a GIF to it, you can add a sound to it, you can adjust the volume, duration of the alert, a text delay even if you wish. You can even change the font settings if you wish. The text is now following. I should actually change that as well, since that's cool to do, obviously. Yeah, same as for subscriptions. This is the default GIF, by the way, for donations, which is set up, and for hosts as well. So this is something that that everyone can do too, which is a really nice feature. The other thing that Streamlabs has is the donation bit. Gotta see real quick how that works again. It will be the donation settings. Yeah, you connect a PayPal link to that. You can set the currency, but as you can see, there is a page here. And this page is something that you've got to add to your stream. So if we go to the stream real quick, what we want to do is we want to add an extra panel to our channel. So we go to edit panels. As you can see, I already have one, the donate one, which is the link that I showed you here before. And if you click on that link, you go over to the donation page. So you have the option well, of course, your name is filled in. You get an amount, you can post a message there as well. You can add an effect to it if you wish, and then you press donate, so it will donate, which is obviously linked with, well, in this case, for me, a PayPal account, but you can also link it with a credit card, a Unit Pay, or a Skrill/PaySafe account, if you even wish to do so. So that's how that works with the donation and the alerts on screen. And I think with that, we've pretty much gone through everything apart from the copyright-free music. I'll go through that real quick because I have a list for that. This is the YouTube playlist for it. I've currently added, if we scroll down real quick, 73 songs for that. These songs are all copyright-free. There's one deleted from that though, so I will have to remove that from my list. It means we have 72. You are free to use this list. I'll make sure to link this playlist in the channel as well. These are all songs that come from either No Copyright Sounds, Mr. Suicide Cheap, and we have Monster Cat, we have, well, Trap Nation, The Vibe Guide, and then some other ones that are fairly known. Well, the ones I named so far are the most known ones. Those are mostly copyright free. I recommend you always, if you make a list for yourself, to test it so you know that this will not get you a copyright strike, because, well, copyright strike is not really the thing that happens, to be fair, but what happens in your videos is that as a part of your stream will get muted and you'll have absolutely no sound there, and this is something you obviously want to avoid, so make sure that doesn't happen. And yeah, if you want to be super lazy, just use my list. I tested this list fully, so I can guarantee you that these songs will not get a copyright strike or will get your stream muted on Twitch. So with that, we've been through everything. This is all for episode 2. I've also completed everything that was on my list, which is why this episode 2 is a little bit longer. I hope you liked it regardless, though. If you have any more suggestions, leave it in the chat or in the forums topic so I can add a third episode if needed. If not, then this was the end of the advanced Twitch tutorials. Thank you ever so much for watching, and make sure to use it on your stream. Good luck!